Imagine waking up at 3 in the morning. Your chest feels heavy, like someone's pressing down on it. You cough, again and again, but the thick mucus won't move. Your throat burns, and every breath feels like it's fighting through glue. Now imagine this. 1 drop of rosemary oil, just 1. You rub it gently across your chest, and within minutes you feel something shift. The tightness eases. You breathe in deeper, and for the first time in days, maybe weeks, your chest feels open again. Most people don't know this, but rosemary oil has been used for over 4,000 years to clear the lungs, calm inflammation, and restore deep, easy breathing. No pills, no side effects, just the warmth of nature helping your body do what it already knows how to do. Walter, 71, used to keep an inhaler by his bed every night. He'd wake up gasping, afraid to fall back asleep. Then one evening, his daughter placed a single drop of rosemary oil on his chest, and he never needed that inhaler again. If you've ever felt trapped inside your own chest, this might change your nights forever. Let's begin with why this simple oil, used for centuries, is quietly becoming every senior's favorite bedside remedy. Most people blame the weather, or allergies, or maybe a cold that never really goes away. But after 50, there's something else happening inside your lungs, something no one really talks about. As we age, the tiny hair-like structures in our lungs, called cilia, start to slow down. These cilia are responsible for sweeping out mucus, dust, and bacteria. When they weaken, the mucus doesn't move. It builds up day by day, thicker and heavier. That's why, for many people over 50, mucus becomes a nightly struggle. You lie down, and it feels like someone poured syrup into your lungs. You try to sleep, but the pressure in your chest just won't let go. Linda, 66, knew that feeling too well. Every night at 2 a.m., she had to sit up, sometimes even stand just to cough it out. It wasn't just exhausting, it was scary. Then her neighbor told her about rosemary oil. Skeptical but desperate, she rubbed 1 drop across her chest each night. Within a week, she noticed something she hadn't felt in months: peace. She slept through the night. She breathed deeper. And for the first time in a long time, she didn't feel trapped inside her own body. What's happening here isn't magic, it's chemistry. The warmth of rosemary oil helps stimulate circulation. And when applied to the right spots, it supports the body's natural drainage system. It tells your lungs, gently, you can let go now. But did you know the chest isn't even the most effective place to apply it? That's coming soon. And it'll surprise you. Just wait till we get to the spot behind your ear. It's shockingly effective. Let's look at how rosemary oil actually works inside your body and why some spots absorb it 3 times faster. Rosemary oil doesn't just smell fresh. It works deep inside your lungs. The moment it touches your skin, it begins to warm. That warmth travels through the tissue, signaling blood vessels to expand. More blood flow, more oxygen, and most importantly, much faster clearing of thick mucus. But that's not all. Rosemary oil contains 2 powerful natural compounds, cineole and camphor. Both of these act like gentle bronchodilators. They help relax the smooth muscles in your airways. The result? Your lungs open wider, your breath goes deeper, and the mucus starts to move. George, 69, had tried everything. 3 different cough medicines, daily lozenges, even sleeping in a recliner to ease the pressure. But nothing worked until his son rubbed 1 drop of rosemary oil between his chest and neck. That night, something changed. George said, "For the first time in months, I didn't have to cough to breathe." The effect wasn't dramatic. It was gentle, a slow opening, a sense of lightness where there used to be heaviness. That's the power of rosemary oil. It doesn't force, it invites. It softens the problem at its root.
Imagine the mucus in your lungs like thick honey. Now imagine warm water slowly thinning it, helping it release. That's what rosemary oil does. It makes the mucus less sticky, less stubborn, and easier for your body to clear naturally. And if you think that's impressive, wait till you hear what happens when you use it with steam in part 5. Try this tonight. Rub 1 drop over your chest, then breathe in, slowly, deeply. You'll feel a difference in under 5 minutes. But there's one mistake that blocks all of this. A mistake most people make without even realizing. We'll fix that next. Most people rub it on and move on. But that habit, that tiny shortcut, is why they miss the real magic. Rosemary oil isn't like lotion. It doesn't just sit on top of your skin. It needs to be guided gently into the body. And that's where most people go wrong. They pour too much. They slap it on without slowing down.
And in doing so, they block its power. When you apply too much, the oil forms a greasy layer. Instead of absorbing, it just sits there, clogging the skin, wasting its healing effect. No warmth, no activation, just disappointment. Marcia, 64, almost gave up on rosemary oil. She tried it 3 nights in a row. No difference, no relief. She was about to toss the bottle until a friend showed her a better way. 1 drop, small circles, over the chest, moving outward, slowly, following the rhythm of her breath. She said it felt like the oil was being invited in, not forced. Within 10 minutes, her chest felt lighter. She breathed deeper, and she smiled, realizing it wasn't the oil that failed. It was how she used it.
Touch matters. The body responds not just to what you apply, but how. When you massage rosemary oil into the skin, you activate the tissue, blood flow increases, heat rises, and the oil begins to sink deep where the lungs can feel it. This isn't just routine, it's a moment of connection. So tonight, don't just rub, connect. Let your hands speak to your chest. Let your breath slow. You'll be surprised what 1 drop can do when you actually feel it. And if you're using it during the day, you might be missing the magic hour entirely. Let's talk about that next. The exact timing that makes rosemary oil most effective. There's a small window before bedtimes, about 30 minutes, where something incredible happens inside the body. Your heart rate slows. Your temperature drops slightly. Your body starts to shift into repair mode.
It's the moment your nervous system begins to let go. And that moment is when rosemary oil works best. Because during this window, your skin is more receptive. Your blood vessels relax. Your pores open. Your circulation deepens, making it the perfect time for absorption. When the world goes quiet, your body starts listening. Henry, 72, had been waking up every night for 3 weeks straight, coughing, pacing, trying to fall back asleep with a chest that felt like it was filled with wet concrete. He had tried medications, humidifiers, even raising the head of his bed. Nothing worked, until one night he did something different. He placed 1 drop of rosemary oil on his chest at exactly 9:30 p.m. No distractions, no television, just quiet, stillness, and breath. He gently rubbed it in, slow circles across his chest, and lay back. That night, he slept 6 hours without waking. It was the first time in almost a month, and when he woke up, he said his chest felt clearer than it had in years. That's the power of timing. It's not just what you use, it's when. The body has its own rhythm. And if you listen closely, you'll feel when it's ready to heal. So tonight, try this. Warm your room, turn off the lights, take 1 breath, then another, and gently apply the oil just as your body begins to slow. Try it tonight, just before bed. And notice how your chest feels lighter in the morning. That's timing. But there's one technique that doubles the absorption. Now, what if we added steam to the mix? That's where things get powerful. Steam isn't just soothing. It's a natural delivery system, one your body understands instantly. When you combine warm steam with rosemary oil, something powerful happens. The tiny blood vessels near your skin and inside your nose begin to open. The steam softens the mucus. The rosemary oil rides the warmth and goes deeper, not just to the chest, but into the nasal passages, the throat, even the upper lungs. It's gentle, but it's direct. It feels like someone is opening a door from the inside. Here's how it works. Boil a pot of water, pour it into a bowl, wait 30 seconds, then add 2 drops of rosemary oil. Place a towel over your head, lean in, close your eyes, and breathe. Not fast, slowly, deeply. Just 5 to 7 minutes. With each breath, the rosemary oil enters your airways, and with each exhale, something leaves. Pressure, weight.
Congestion. Carol, 67, had struggled with thick mucus and sinus pressure for years. She tried nose sprays, antihistamines, even decongestants, but nothing gave her lasting relief. Then her granddaughter taught her this method. She now steams twice a week and swears by it. "It's like I got my lungs back," she told her daughter, "like someone came in and cleaned house." This is deeper than comfort. It's transformation. The warmth, the breath, the oil. They work together not to mask symptoms, but to clear the path. And here's the best part. You don't even have to rub it on your chest for it to work. Add 2 drops to hot water, breathe gently, feel the shift. Because in the next part, we're going to the back of your neck, and it's more powerful than you think. Behind your neck lies one of the body's forgotten healing zones. Just below the hairline, right where your spine begins to curve, there's a gateway. A place where nerves, circulation, and lymph flow meet. And when you apply rosemary oil there, the effect is almost immediate. You feel the warmth rise, not sharply, but slowly, like a gentle wave traveling from your neck, down across your shoulders, and into your chest. It's subtle, but powerful. This spot connects directly to the upper thoracic nerves, the ones that communicate with your lungs, your trachea, even your bronchial tubes. When the area is activated with warmth, breath, and gentle touch, the chest begins to relax. The tension releases. And many people describe a shift they can feel without even moving. Elaine, 70, had been using rosemary oil for months.
Always on her chest. It helped, a little. But the wheezing at night never fully stopped. Then one day, her daughter placed a drop right at the base of her neck. Just one. With slow circles, like tracing a spiral. And something surprising happened. Elaine said she felt her body exhale, like something let go from deep inside. That night, she didn't reach for her inhaler. And the night after, she didn't need it either. She called it a quiet release. This area behind your neck, it's not magic. It's just overlooked. But when you give it attention, the whole body responds. So tonight, try this. 1 drop behind your neck. Close your eyes. Let your breath slow. And notice how the tightness starts to ease. Powerful, right? But we're not done. Because some results don't happen overnight.
Let's talk about what happens after 7 days of doing this.
Real healing doesn't shout, it whispers, especially at night. You may not notice it on the first day, or even the third, but around day 5, something shifts. Your chest doesn't feel as tight, you sleep a little longer, you don't wake up coughing, and for the first time in a while, you wake up rested. That's the gift of consistency. When rosemary oil becomes a part of your nightly rhythm, Something subtle but powerful begins to unfold. Your lungs soften, your nervous system quiets, and the body begins to remember how to rest again. Robert, 74, hadn't slept through the night in almost 2 years. Mild COPD made sure of that. He kept an inhaler beside the bed. Every night was a cycle. Sleep, wake, cough, repeat. He said it wasn't just the coughing, it was the fear. The moment his eyes opened at 2 a.m., he would think,
Here we go again. But after 7 nights of using rosemary oil, 1 drop on his chest, light steam before bed, something changed. The second week, he slept 6 hours without interruption. He told his daughter, I forgot what that even felt like. And when he woke up, he didn't need his inhaler. Not that night, not the next either. It wasn't a miracle. It was rhythm, repetition, gentle care, and a little hope returning. That's the kind of healing that lasts. So if you've tried it once, don't stop there. Give it a full week. Let your body catch up. Because sometimes the biggest difference comes in silence, in sleep, in finally breathing easy again. Don't stop at 1 night. Give it a full week and feel how your body changes. But what if you're still struggling?
there's one hidden area we haven't talked about, and it might just change how you see mucus forever. It's not the lungs. It's not the throat. It's the spot right in between, your sternum. This area, right in the center of your chest, is more than just bone. It's where major blood vessels pass, where lymph nodes gather, and where the vagus nerve, your body's calming switch, runs close to the surface. It's like the command center for your breath. When you place rosemary oil here, something unique happens. The warmth doesn't just spread across the skin. It moves inward, downward, directly into the core of your breathing system. You might feel it as a soft flutter, a gentle release, almost like someone lifting a weight off your chest without touching you. Nancy, 69, had used rosemary oil for years. She loved the scent, used it in diffusers, rubbed it on her wrists, but never once thought to place it between her breasts, directly on the sternum. Then one evening, after a long day, she tried it, just 1 drop, right after her shower. Warm hands, slow breath. She said it felt like a button, a rescue button. The moment she touched that spot, her breathing changed, the pressure faded, her chest opened, and for the first time in weeks, she didn't feel like she had to fight for air. She now calls that spot my reset, because whenever the heaviness returns, she knows exactly where to go. So tonight, try it. Right on the sternum. Gently. 1 drop. Let the warmth travel and feel the space inside your chest return. This isn't just another step. It's the center of it all. And now that you know all 5 spots, it's time to put it all together.
Place 1 drop right on your sternum tonight. You'll feel it. Let's wrap it up. And I'll leave you with one last reminder. You don't need another prescription. You need to feel heard. You need to feel like your body still knows how to heal and that it hasn't forgotten you. We grow up believing certain things are just part of aging. Coughing at night, shortness of breath, waking up every 2 hours, sleeping but never truly resting. But what if those things weren't permanent? What if your body just needed a signal, a reminder that it still knows how to let go? That's what rosemary oil can be. Not a cure, not a miracle, just a message. A quiet message that says, you're safe now, you can breathe. 1 drop at a time, 1 breath at a time. You give your body something it hasn't had in a while. Attention without pressure.
Support without side effects. A moment to feel cared for. This practice isn't only about mucus. It's about rhythm, memory, sleep. It's about learning to feel safe inside your own skin again. Because the truth is, your body hasn't stopped listening. It's been waiting. waiting for softness, for consistency, for someone, even if that someone is you, to say, let me help. Tonight, before bed, take one drop. Place it where you hold the most tension. Maybe your chest, maybe the base of your neck, or that tender spot on your sternum. Move gently, no rush. Let your hand speak the words your body needs to hear. I'm still here. I still care. Let's breathe again. You may not feel the shift in one night, but give it 7. And you just might wake up feeling like yourself again. Try this tonight. One drop, one breath. And if it works, share it with someone you love. Because there's one more spot we haven't talked about, the one that helps memory and sleep. I'll share that in the next video.